Welcome, everyone. We got Lean
What's
Family,
up?
Tommy G, Crystal Justice is here.
Lean in here.
But always here.
Lean, what you been up to, brother?
Man, it's like a unicorn in here.
Did we no, we never got together and flew with me, you, and Lean, did we?
Not the three of us, but up at Vampire Spot, Lean was there, and me and
Yeah.
Lean. That's when you brought out the cube, and like we were all shooting through the cube.
I learned a lot about racing hanging out with Lean, to be honest. I used to kick that boy's butt.
Hold on,
Mm,
guys. I think he's feeling ill.
Shh. Let me have this one, Lean.
yeah, Lean's
No,
about
I
to
did.
defend some pride.
I learned a lot. It was fun meeting up with him and setting up in the field out here. And then things just got so fast with me and stuff. So, but to learn how they run their rates, and all that, dude,
And their packs.
and their
and their
pack,
practices.
yes, like it was on point with what he taught me. And I feel like I could go out there and get more back into it now. And with that little bit of knowledge he gave me was that, well, I say a little bit, but it was a lot to me. But I definitely could get back at it and probably run some gates. I thought about it like a couple weeks ago.
Well, I was always gonna ask you, like, I'm building the Raggy now, which will probably be my dedicated race frame.
We'll definitely put some grass stains on it.
Oh yeah, I want to have to like clean it super thoroughly every night I fly it.
Damn, Lean's running 600 or 700 rates now. What?
What is that? That is
PBR
so
drone.
slow.
OG, welcome, Tommy G. Man,
Yeah.
no, Lean used to be the racer rates. If I'm wanting to think of what Lean around 480 before. Man, up Harrington one day. I don't think we knew each other then. One up there and love my drones. Welcome, man. How you doing? We go up there.
Tommy
Yeah,
G.
he said slow. He said, so look, we go up there and I put my rates down. It's my Emax Hawk 5. I put them down like on 480. They said, now don't go try and do no flips and rolls now because things going to be totally different, right? I was like, not understanding that more or less. You know how I touch the fire and make sure it burns me.
Oh, definitely.
I go inside of the big horse thing. They had tractors all set up in. I'd go
Yeah.
to come up that thing. I go to punch and roll over, dude, and it was just like pouring water uphill. It was just like I was bending the stick, standing on trying to get it over. Man, that came right down, bam, right into the step of a John Deere and destroyed the quad.
Yeah. Leon, if you don't know, I rock about
Jack Rabbit,
1300
FPV,
degrees per
welcome.
second. And Chris, what are you at?
I'm at like I think 1600.
Okay. What? You're definitely not at no 1600. I've flown your
I meant
sticks before.
degrees. No, probably. I think the last I messed up my rates, right around 600, I think. So I'm in Leon's area. Stop playing.
Yeah.
So where are you living at now, Leon? Me and Doc were just talking about that. Look, 1300 is fine. Hey, that's what Todd McClure's I think are at, dude. That when I went out and flown that thing, man, he flies some serious rates. RC crazy in the house. Let me catch up. Everybody jumped in here. I think I got everybody. Eric, how's the kids doing?
Brian's head's feeling better.
Brian's head is feeling better.
Remember I told you he had a concussion?
Oh yeah, okay. When you say Brian now, I think of Mystery D because I'm thinking he said something in the chat. Glad your head is feeling better, OG, for sure.
Good God, he's at Alabama.
Oh, Alabama, bro? Wow, you are out there now.
So we were gonna ask what everybody did this week.
So how did you get a concussion, Brian? Did you walk into something or fall off one of them machines?
It is growing, Tommy G. Thanks for noticing. It's been.
Michael McReynolds, welcome.
It'll reach Chris one day, but it'll be just kisses, like nothing else. Only kiss quads.
Huh?
My wall will be just as big as yours, but just kiss quads.
Come on. You can't just say roll tide.
I have to start putting them on the
No, I'm
ceiling.
gonna break you before that. I'm breaking you before that.
Nah.
You're at your Kiss road.
That's a no.
Sinister.
No,
gotta
I'm
put
never
some
done with
heart
Kiss.
And some oomph and some in that if you're gonna read that.
What? Am I reading Alabama?
If you're gonna say roll tide, you better say roll tide, not roll tide.
Roll Tide! Maddie's Drone World. Welcome. It peeps on us. So yeah, we were just talking about that. We're gonna get our show back to being what it was, talking about different
Structured.
things. We got some things tonight we got to talk about. But yeah, it used to be more structured, and then kind of keeps the audience here and stuff like that instead of us just sitting around talking about Kiss and stuff.
Hey, that's all we should talk about, man. That's
They're
all we
probably-
talked about. The world would be a better place.
They're probably looking at you like, who is this guy? You know, I'm not gonna lie. Probably get shot for saying this. Look like a younger Koopy.
Oh my God!
He does, doesn't he?
Koopy?
That's not bad. I'm just
I'm
saying.
sorry, guys. That's old school. Some of you old
Some
guys
people
know.
might not know who I'm talking about.
But-
He
I
does.
have no idea who you're talking about.
Yeah, well,
Jack Rabbit, man, turn around.
I'll explain to you later, Doc.
And if nobody don't know, when I make fun about the Kiss, it's because Doc is our Kiss resident. Oh, what you got there?
This is my funeral for my. I told you, I literally memorial.
No, you didn't. I'm like, uh-oh, he's making one of them Rotor Riot drone little thing.
No, it's literally it's my Kiss V2 board that died on me finally after 3 years, people. 3 years. On the first quad I ever built, which is that one right there. It finally died after slamming it just face first in the concrete. Literally, like, what did I have to do it 20 times before I got through that tiny asshole?
I wouldn't say you did it 20 times. You were taking your time and lining it up. That you kind of was getting that pitch and then just stopping and pulling off of it.
But that's what killed this guy. And he sits right here on top of my stand.
That is funny because he told me he did that and I didn't see it. And then all of a sudden I see it and I see the little board in the middle. I'm like, no way.
And what I'm going to do is it's just nylon standoff spacing it out. And I'm just going to keep stacking them.
As they die.
I have the Tower of Pisa Kiss.
What?
Michael sent you a package. He said it's coming Monday. I got the tracking number for that, Michael. I was like, Indiana.
That's cool, Jack Rabbit.
Where
Watch the
is
train go
the
by
package
between me and
coming
dinner.
from in Indiana?
Thank you, Michael. I
And
appreciate it.
It was a fleeting thing, and I didn't put a whole lot of thought behind it, but yep.
Is it your transmitter and your bird so I can bind you up and get you going? Tell me, yeah. I got those couple of drones too. Like I said, I got to get going. And I definitely will sit down and get that done for you and send them out to you. A couple of camera birds. I think the Eoshine's the one OG gave me. So I know he'd love to see you with it and see you flying it. If you're not using it, move on with it.
Yeah, I gotta get a 4-in-1 for the Raggy.
Gotcha.
And then the Raggy will be done. Then I
That's
have
good to hear, Ed.
what?
Talking good. I'm just talking in on chat. I'm listening.
And then the
Bell.
7-inch or 6-inch, I'm sorry, just needs a flight controller and 4-in-1 or individuals. I haven't decided what I'm doing ESC wise.
Maddie's Drone World. You guys build your quad yet? Him and his buddy's gonna build. I think is it your first 5-inch?
What does he fly normally?
He's been flying. I think the E Max, the Whoop one. Which one was that called? I'm wanting to think that's what it was.
Liam's trying to compete with you now. He's working on his wall of quads.
Liam, come on, baby. Hey, I love to inspire everyone. You guys know who originally inspired me. Obviously, everyone knows that's a no-brainer, and that's Stewie. But man, when I saw his wall, I was just like, whoa, look at those drones. He had them all laid out, and he started doing he had like the lamps shining up on him. It looked cool. UAV features. So then I don't know, something he moved or something or did something, so his wall went down, and I was like,
Tiny Hawk 2 Freestyle.
Tiny
He
Hawk 2
moved.
Freestyle. There you go.
He moved.
Yeah,
That's
he
what it
moved.
was.
So then his wall went down. I was just like, this is the time to do the drone wall, and it just started making mounts. I had a bunch of quads stacked on top of each other, and I just started making mounts and just started putting them all up there. But I love, man, and seeing you guys like, man, I'm doing my drone wall because I'm not too many people you saw with them on the wall, hanging them up on the wall like that. Of course, not too many people, I guess, are the drone addict and has to have them hanging up.
I'm looking for like wall
Get
of
'em in
mini
the
quads
house.
to see like if yours pops up.
So talking about Tim, guys, we got to finally meet Tim after how many years? I'm gonna challenge Crystal on that because I don't remember. A hell of a long time, let's say that. And we finally got to meet up with him Monday. That's who the X class
3 years?
is. I'll get my finger right here once. This is really hard moving both hands. All right, yeah. Yeah,
A
like
waste.
3 years, I want to think it was. So you'll be there, Lee, and keep it going, man. You'll definitely get it. And most of that does fly up on the wall. A lot of it's 4S, but it definitely flies. Doc will tell you that much. I get sometimes where I'm like, which one I want to fly? You got all your 4S? He's like, yeah, I'm okay. Man, I got to fly them things. Let me tell you something. I love flying them. It's like going back after flying that 6S and get back on that 4S rig that used to fly real good for you, but you know, your skill level wasn't there pretty much. Then you get to the skill. Oh, it's so fun going out now flying that stuff.
12 broken quads.
Broken quads currently. Well,
That's still a lot of quads, man. Like, what do I got? 7?
you're still
1,
leaning,
2,
I
3,
know.
4, 5, 6, 7.
He flies though. Not saying you don't fly. That didn't mean it that way. But you know, you guys watch his video. That kid flies. I don't know how he does the stick work he does.
And you stood
Well,
right
damn
next to him and
drones.
watched him do stick work.
Yes, I actually, yeah. Imagine this, right? Hey, I want to come down today with you and fly. We'll set up some gates. The only if I could get him like put one hand over his eye and then maybe blurry the other one's the only way I had a chance. But that was fun. I on them straight lines I would just stomp that thing, and I was running that what was it, that Friday FPV frame. Man, that little thing was quick on 6S. You put that camera angle up there, holy shit handles, did you have yourself a missile.
Wait a minute, Tim. Chris didn't send that to you?
What?
The picture?
I didn't. Maybe it didn't come through.
Maybe you didn't send it.
I thought I did send it. All right, hang on. Let me send it real quick.
Oh! Ooh.
I didn't share it with too many people.
Yeah, well, you should have shared it with Tim.
I did send it. Proof. Let me see. I'll show Crystal and she'll see the proof.
Proof?
I don't believe it.
Sent. Or it's been sent. Let me see. Let me see when I sent it. Monday, 8:48
I don't believe it.
p.m.
What are we talking about?
Hold on, we'll show you.
Tim, you're not supposed to agree with him.
See, Tim knows. Trying to blow me up. There we go.
Oh my god.
That's Tim. Look,
Yes, Chris took that
in
out
Denny's.
to dinner.
Oh, and
Yeah.
you went to Denny's too? Oh, tell me you got the nachos.
Nope.
What? That's why you go to Denny's, for their nachos.
Do you remember what their nachos have, Doc?
I can't have
It's
it.
called beef.
Oh,
no,
shit. Damn it.
Yeah, oh shit.
I thought it was supposed to be fake beef.
Empire in the house. John, welcome, welcome. Let me pop my chat back out here. There we go. Yeah, they have beef in them. You can't have it. I can't have it.
It's fake, I promise.
Look, Tim said T-bone.
Yeah,
Did
he's
they
over here
seriously?
with this guy. Can't have T-bone. So Marcel, how's the IGO thing going? I know you were involved with that.
IGO?
He said ever since I cut my mustache off, everybody's getting a haircut. I just cut mine. I shave it myself.
Yeah, mine's coming back. It's been Fridays when I shaved it, and it's already has like this soft tuft.
So let's talk about that. Why did you shave? Did you go through did you have to go to court or something, or maybe?
All right, so not
Most
many people
people-
here have probably snorkeled or scuba dived, but
Steve.
scuba like a goggles for diving do not seal to a mustache, and I'm a full screen. Where did Chris go?
I'm still here.
Oh, it's just like I thought you like died. So anyway, the mask doesn't seal on a mustache, so I shaved to do a dive in a particular area of the world. Do you want to like continue on with this, Chris?
Sure.
All right.
I thought I full screened you because I thought you're like many people don't know. And I thought you're gonna like throw your scuba gear up there.
Oh, I can break it out. It's in my closet, packed in the back.
Yeah, no, you don't have to get it out.
Yeah, like it's not out.
All right, there's chat back.
I'm very minimal on space, so I can't like have scuba gear. I have actually one piece. I have like the top half of a regulator sitting out right now. This is one of my off some of my old gear. This is like this is the piece that, if you remember, it goes on the tank.
Yeah, on the tank itself. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diver Doc instead of Scuba Steve. So to have Doc like into the diving thing, it is a good thing, because what's the worst happens to our quads? Well, they fall in the water and
Well, no,
you can't see it.
They either get stuck on roofs, get stuck in trees,
Night Train FPV in the house, Mike.
or
Appreciate
they
you stopping
fall
by,
in water.
brother.
So you either need a retrieval system for the air, a bucket truck that can reach, or Diver Doc. We happen to have Diver Doc.
So we're going to get into some things. He wants to do some local things, kind of dive around.
I'm not fake, TDR. It's the real one, I swear.
Yeah, see, OG knows. He knows we got to sit in this week. He knows.
This guy's saying these scuba dives. I bet he can't even fly a drone.
Man is fake. He flies Martian 2s. Wow. What do I got here?
Oh my god.
So we're going to try to do like, well, if I know from what I've seen, this guy's got huge balls. Let me just say that. Because if you go back and look at my video from up there, Tri-State Monument, you'll see that water was no joke. That water was moving, and he went in that water and was down, let's say, what was your deepest point, you think? 40?
30. We were running along 30,
30
because that's
feet.
how deep my marker goes.
That's serious.
And it still went deeper.
And that's, man, I'm telling you, I will probably go toe to toe with a bear out in the woods and all, like when I ride and all that. But when you bring water around me, that just takes everything. I'm gonna give you anything you want at that point.
I've lucked out. My body is not like scared of water. I'll be real though. My butthole puckered because that's the first time I've ever been in a dive that literally I couldn't see my hand in front of my face type deal.
See, that takes a lot right there, dude.
Yeah.
Like, whew.
But once you kind of like just have to visualize that it's still water, nothing's gonna eat you. It might be dark, but once you get to the bottom, you can run across it. And that's what I did, is I just walked across the bottom of the water.
And you hear him, you just heard what he said, can't see my hand in front of me, and just got to watch out for something that's big enough to eat you. Well, I think it's going to be a little too late if he's right.
Like, the biggest fish I seen was a little bass, no bigger than this, and he's just sitting on a rock, and I kind of disturbed him.
Yeah, and another thing, guys, the Hero 9, we had this. You think this guy would do good underwater?
This is a great thing to talk about because, like,
It is.
I bet probably only 2 people in this whole chat know this.
Me?
And it, as soon as well, what did we look it up? What was it rated for?
Without the case, it is rated up to 30 feet.
30 feet, right. So we were definitely borderline with that. As soon as he would turn it on, would make sure it was working, he'd take and he would put it down in the water. Soon as it got in that water was so dark and murky. The sensor cut the camera off. That's all the footage we got. We tried that multiple times. I did battery pull, everything. So they say, we looked it up in the forums, if you're to put this in, so for it to just like fall in the water, that's its point. It's going to just do that, and it's so you can get it and you still have your GoPro. It's not made without that case to kind of work underwater. So yeah, I got to get the case for it, and we'll have, when he does the dives of local ponds and things like that. You guys ever watch Dolly? I'm gonna jack his name up, and I really hate it because he's a real big dude on there. He does real good too, gives people their stuff back. That's the number one thing I like about him. He goes and dives around YouTube. Will go find like the Apple watches and stuff, and fires it up, and if it comes to life, and finds the people and gives it back. Dolly HMD or something like that. The Hero 9 shoots a great video. It is. It does shoot a great video. Like when we're out riding on the dirt bike, and I got it here on my chin. I mean, it hasn't flawed yet. It's been beautiful. But yes, many, many, many bugs. And this is my second one. I destroyed the first one. The second one is still in pristine shape. So what I do is I use that basically for that. Now we know to put it in the case, and like I said, we'll have you guys some footage of this guy going in.
And that was just so upsetting because, like, I wanted to relive that experience again because, like, that was so many first times for me. And it was my first time diving by myself. It was my first time diving in a higher atmosphere. I've always dived at surface level or at ocean level, like nothing high atmosphere. Being fully geared for the cold first time I ever dove for that. It was just getting entangled in fishing line, which sucked a lot. I actually seen my life flash before my eyes.
That was scary when you told me that. Yeah,
because it was literally, I was stuck. Oh, yeah. All right. So what happened is, it was my first time shooting down, and I'm starting to crawl along the bottom in the location I'm thinking I'm heading towards, and I noticed my feet got snagged on something, and I'm thinking it's grass because there was a decent chunk of grass kind of up high on the shore. Gets wrapped around your leg, you just break it off. It's super soft and brittle. And then I noticed that I couldn't even grab it. I couldn't feel it on my leg. I knew it was tightening around my leg. And so I spun around to look at it, and next thing I knew, I had braided fishing line. Yeah, I was just snagged in it. So I started filling up my BCD, buoyancy control device, just to kind of lift me up, and it was actually holding me from surfacing. And that's when I was like, oh shit, I'm stuck. So I ended up trying to reach for my knife that I had. I had a dive knife, and trying to grab it, it slipped and fell. And once it got a foot away from your face, it's just gone. You will never see it again.
I can imagine that one.
And so now I'm like, I can't even cut the strings. I can barely see the sun cresting through the water. So all I did was I felt my BCD all the way up until I was fully fluffed up, and just started swimming as hard as I could up, and finally I snapped that shit. And then I immediately just charged towards the shore, and Chris could tell you, when I walked up, I literally looked like a fish trapped in a net. It was just around my chest, tangled in my legs, my back.
You could see how flustered you were. You could see you just went through a moment, and we ate on the way up there, man. I get up there, he gets out that water because I'm worried about him all down there the whole time. Like, Like, I didn't realize I loved Doc until that moment.
That sounds awful.
It sounds awful, but I mean, like, I'm worried to death about this guy of his under that water. You have no idea just to watch someone just bloop, 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 just go under the water and just is under there. It's something like dunking your drone, like the Swell Pro thing. It's like dunking that in the water. It just doesn't happen, right? So then he comes out, he's all flustered. He's like, yeah. You could see he's irritated. Like, it really had him. It was all around his feet. His feet were together. It was just like all around the freaking buoy thing. It was everywhere. And then I don't know, I just my stomach is just like, I was like, come on, man, stop, making me feel ill out here. So I was like, man, don't go back in. He's like, we're on the mission. So he did, and
I was at least gonna
did
burn
exactly
through
what I
some
thought
of
he
my
was gonna
air.
do.
Like,
That's scary though. That takes a lot to do that.
at
But
least I
anyway.
knew what I was like looking for. I started like being more vigilant of it, and I seen the strings, and I like swam around them to an extent. But at the end of the day, like that braided spider line, because I knew it was spider. It's just that it's that dark
Crazy.
green spider line that's braided.
Right?
You don't see that shit. It's invisible to me. I know, damn, a fish has never seen that.
So that is Liam's broken quads.
Why doesn't he fix them?
I'd say he's breaking them pretty good. So anyway, everybody's probably like, well, what does that have to do with drones? Well, that was basically for a drone. So that's why we went after it. Forevermore, you can't see me. All right, so what we talking about drones? What you got, Doc? You got anything?
So got a few things. Did we do the Raggy yet? Did we show off the Raggy? I don't think we've showed the
I
Raggy
don't
off
remember.
Hold on.
I know I saw it.
While you're doing that,
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you, brother.
I'm
All
going
right,
to
so-
interject here.
Go ahead.
And for those of you who don't know, sending healing thoughts and prayers to Michael McReynolds. He's had his second open heart surgery, healing well, but still sore. And I just dropped a link for Ed, Love My Drones, GoFundMe. He's recovering from a stroke. And if you guys can help out, please do.
Absolutely.
It's highly appreciated. These guys are members of our family who've been around for a long time.
Long time.
And hopefully we'll still be around for a long, long time in the future. So if you guys didn't know about it, now you do. And back to y'all.
And that's one thing, I tell you what, I like seeing. Like Crystal said, we know the community, and you go to that GoFundMe, and it's just amazing to see everybody pulling together, helping out too. That's really, really good, because you guys know we all used to be all in one room together. Yeah, you remember talking so much drones, and then, life happens. We all kind of, move away a little bit, but still it goes to show you when something like
Good
that
God,
happens.
at one time I remember
Everyone's
being on
there.
panel with at least 8 to 10
Yeah,
talking
we used
drones.
to really be lit.
Saturday night hangouts.
So then, talking about that Saturday, we went up there and Doc did that dive. So then that was like 5 hours away. So we did a 10-hour road trip that day. Got back here.
No. Had to do a quick
Rom drones.
10-hour road trip because we also had E-Drone with us.
Yes, I do remember Rom drones.
And E-Drone, as
Where
you
was
guys
Rom
know,
drones?
you go throw me on spotlight, huh?
Oh no, I'm trying to think.
As you guys know,
It's
E-Drone
near Florida,
live
but it's right
streamed
there. I can't remember the part that it is. Oh, it's good to see you, brother.
Saturday night as well. So we had to be back here at a certain time.
Yeah, we had to be back here at. You see, it usually starts at 8 o'clock. Eric's show. It started at 8:30. And man, we were pushing it. They're talking about the guy. Here he is. What's up, E-Drone?
Eric.
So we get back here, and I don't know if many of you caught it, might not have, but I am a Team Optimized sponsored pilot now. And then Eric is sponsored up with them with the channel thing It's a
He's
sponsor,
co-sponsor.
a co-sponsor. Yeah, I get lost on all that. But yes, so Team Optimize sponsored pilot. I thought it was pretty cool. They got a nice community over there, stuff like that. So it's pushed me to get my second wind into flying, and I still can't think where Rom's at. It just because who else was over there? It was Rom and something else. The dude that had his drone and lost his drone, and Worry
About to say everyone.
drones or something. Crystal, she used to remember everything. She's kind of like,
They're on an island then.
yeah, it's an island. Right. I thought it was.
Oh shit.
It's good to see you, Rom. Yeah, so here's the Raggy. Let me pop Doc up here.
So this is the Rotorite Raggy, and it's kind of like a whole Rotorite thing. So we got the Rotorite camera in it. That guy. We got the
Right.
hype trains. And actually, I just discovered Rotorite. You know those luminescent props that you can buy?
The
ones with the LEDs in them?
yeah.
You can buy those from Rotorite that have the Rotorite emblem on it. So I'm probably going to get a handful of sets just for this guy.
And it lights up with the double R emblem?
Yeah. It's actually on the propeller.
Nice.
Yeah. This is going to be my dedicated racer.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, it's what else am I going to do with it? Because I'm obviously not going to want to freestyle with it.
You'd be surprised. I used to have one. If you guys don't know, I used to have a purple and orange one. And that thing, I tell you what, it would definitely take a hammer time. It'd take a beating. But that's going to be fun out there. So you'll run that. I'll run my, it's right here, the racer. You're going to see the backside of it. That's the T-Motor Yama. That's what it was.
And whoever said you couldn't fishtail Crossfire, you were wrong. This is a Crossfire Fishtail. It's actually a little overbent. I gotta reheat it and kind of expand it out. But I took the Crossfire, what is it called, the nano antenna?
No, but I
Chris.
The what? I'm sorry.
Is it the super small one that splits off into two? Is it called the nano or the micro antenna?
I really don't know that one that splits off into two. I know the Immortal T, and I know they come out without the knuckle on that. You could do similarity to what you did there, but that one is what kind of think, if I'm not crazy, Chuckett uses when he does his whole.
He probably does. But anyway, I bought like a handful of those, so I can convert all, because I have a whole bunch of Immortal T's sitting in my box right now. But yeah, I did Fishtail, and it's working pretty well right now. When I was up in PA 2 weeks ago, I was making some pretty good distance.
Nice.
Into some of the valleys. Yeah, and I mean, I was going further range than what my goggles were letting me, which, in my opinion, if you're in a valley and you start losing goggle range and your controller isn't complaining yet, you're doing really good. And also, when you're using a TBS Lite transmitter, don't crank it up to 500 or higher. It literally will just make this annoying noise come out of your radio.
Yeah,
It will suck the battery dry. My X9D Plus Tyrannus, literally, I cranked it up to 1,000 just to see what happened. All I hear is this god awful noise coming out of the speaker. My battery voltage dropping. I could physically see it go boop boop.
I appreciate you, Eric. Yeah, it does say 13 watching.
So
Nano Doc. Thank you, Marcel. The Nano antenna.
I'm gonna interject.
Okay, the Nano. So it is the Nano. Gotcha.
Ed, I understand how proud of a person you are. I've gotten to know you quite well over the years, and you're a lot like me. But never, ever be embarrassed about asking family for help, especially in your situation, my dear. Because, yeah, Baduga and the others are damn sure right about that. I ain't even gonna bring that up. But yeah, you're definitely right about that. But baby doll, your family. And
Exactly.
with the situation that you're in, it's through no fault of your own. So push those thoughts to the side. You didn't do this to yourself. You gave everything like always. You were always giving 110, 115%.
That much I can vouch for sure. Like you just say,
Don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel down. This is what family's all about, baby. That's what I've always told you guys. We're here for the good times. We're here for the bad times. We're here for the highs, the lows. It doesn't matter. We've celebrated together. We've cried together. We've mourned together. That's what this family is all about. So don't ever feel embarrassed
I didn't rhyme, but I will.
about anything. To reach out, just to talk, whatever. That's what we are all here for. And I'm speaking for all of us because, you know, that's how it goes being the mama of the community. But no, we do this because we love you. And if you hadn't stepped forward and did this, I know several people who were getting ready to start it. They wanted to reach out to you.
It was definitely.
So one way or another, it was being done. And you know what? That's called love, babe. That's called family, taking care of family. That's what we're all about. That's what this community is really, truly about.
Exactly. And like I said, it's a lot of them. And there's people in here, you know, that shit, we haven't talked in a while, whatever. That doesn't matter. It's all still a big old family. Commit what you can commit. And hey, we understand life hits everybody. I get times where I just fall off and like me and Doc were 45 minutes from each other.
Oh my God.
And there was a little bit of time we fell off. It happens. So
life happens, hell yeah, Ed, and it happens to all of us.
And Ed, let me tell you what, if you guys don't know, love my drones. Every time I used to do a lot in the community. Like there wasn't a time we weren't working on putting a drone kit together because that's the fact that we had. You know, everybody was doing good. We all could do that. And there was not a time I didn't reach out to him because he just said, let me know if you got something like that going on, and always donated and helped out. Always. So yeah, that's family. I'm glad to see the support you got. Like, I'm not lying. That was really, really good to see that. Because I'm not going to, you know, bullshit anyone. It did seem like the drone community kind of was falling apart. But it's like, okay, we're all still over here, and here. But when something happens, we'll all come to that one spot, take care of things. Heck yeah. Except them KISS pilots, I don't know.
You gotta watch out for a couple of them. They like fire.
Team optimize, Z drone said, yeah. I got some banners.
So let's see, we covered my stuff. Oh, apexes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to remember our thing. So, Impulse RC, which I cover, he covers, Eric covers, has come out with, we already knew they came out with a 3-inch micro apex, but now they have a Cinewoop kit for it, where you can buy the Cinewoop arms and the, what do you call them, the whoop guards or the prop guards?
Inductors or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
More or less for the whoop, yeah. That's pretty cool. I mean, the 3-inch, we got the 3-inch alien. Like I said, I fly it. The arms, they're definitely brittle. Huh? They're definitely brittle, but it is a fun flying little quad. Me and Doc have ones we built together, and we just, his is KISS, mine's Beta, and we just got.
Mine's the little one right there.
Yeah, and mine is right there.
Why does mine look larger than yours?
You're skinnier. No. So I am an Impulse RC junkie. I do have quite a bit of Impulse RC carbon. But, gotta say but, I am getting ready to try out some newer carbon. I say newer, but some different carbon.
Hold up. How many Impulse RC frames do you have?
You really want me to tell people how obsessed I am?
I gotta know if you have more than me.
Oh, this is where it's going now.
I'm curious.
Okay.
You might. You probably do.
Where's the hell?
I have 10 Impulse RC frames.
Damn it.
They got you, don't I? By one?
By 3, I think. I have 7.
Nice. That's a good margin. Hey, at least I got an Apex hanging on your wall. So, but anyway, I ordered a frame from Gink Multi Rotors. I've been hearing some good things about this.
Let me look them up while we're talking about them.
You should have already.
I know. I've been
told you like 20
Dude, I had
times.
a water heater go up this week.
Slacker. But check out what Matt's doing over there, man. Some of his frame designs are just
Can
beautiful.
you pop that back up? I need to see that again.
You learn how to spell it.
I don't know how to spell multi-rotor.
Quick, let's go. He's over playing. Don't take that serious, guys.
He went to Parkside and he's a millennial.
And then while we're shouting out, don't forget
What
he
the
roams.
hell is that frame, though?
Hey, that dude's sexy right there.
I'm looking at their 3-inch hexcopter.
The Silex, yeah, it's beautiful. I probably messed the name up. I don't remember names.
Check
out
close.
Ebro.
It's
He
called
does
the Skylo.
Saturday Sundays. It does sometimes switch to Sundays. So bear with him. He usually puts out a thumbnail, I think usually 2-3 days ahead of time. So don't forget to stop over there and check him out. Always doing good in the community over there. So yeah, man. So I got the. Do you see the Mutiny V2 on there? That's what I ordered. We got that coming, so we're going to put that together.
The V is called the Mutiny?
Mutiny V2.
Okay. I'm looking at, I guess, the prototype, but I guess that's the one you're getting.
That's just the prototype, yep. Yeah, that thing, man, I like the layout of it. And I like the fact that it...
Now, that is cool that he put the skulls in the K-mount.
Yeah, did you notice that? See, I wasn't going to say that to you. I was going to see if you noticed what he dropped in there.
Well, you know, I design quads just as much as the next person. No,
this
kind
is
of
live. Well, that's what I told him. About you and all that.
Yeah, so I pay attention to these little details. So yeah, you kind of I dig it. It has a theme to it, which you don't have a lot of quads have that theme to it. I can definitely see where he came from, Flynoceros.
Marcel says Gank. He didn't come from there. He helped them.
Helped them
with some things or something like that. Yeah. So Marcel says Gank rips. Great products, much better than most frames out there. And that's one thing. A lot of people don't understand frames neither. And at first, when I first got into it, I was like, so what's the frame that cost you, say, $25, $30 versus what's going to cost you, say, $100, right? And at first, you guys know, everyone that knows me and knows me well, they know I went down that road of the clones. Like, I had just about every clone frame out there, to be honest with you. Some were tough as nails. Some were, they shouldn't even have tried. I'm not going to name the frames and name the clones and all that because I don't want to hurt no one's feelings, you know, on the guys that actually made the frame, because I give big props to that. And I actually, the ones that I liked, I did go off and actually pick up their frames. So I did show some love there instead of just buying the knockoff ones. But there is a difference in the frames. When it comes to like flying them, like builders and all could probably tell you a difference in what makes the difference of the carbon and whatnot, but I just can tell you flying them, they're different. Birdman, welcome. So, like, I first felt it when I got into the floss frames, the kebab floss frames. You guys know what I'm talking about. You could take that frame and just punch up and dive something with it, and it just coming back down. I don't know, I might be talking nonsense, but you could feel the difference in the way that quad just came down and just back down around the smoothness of it. And back then I really didn't know much about tuning, so I was just running whatever tunes on, you know, if it flew and wasn't kind of falling. No, she's awake back there. You know, and it wasn't just falling out of the sky, I flew it, you know. So I flew kind of like the worst conditions, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I really got to see the difference in the frames out there. And I have heard so much about Gank frames, man. They're just, I'm ready to put one to use and go ahead out here in my field and beat it around. And, you know, everywhere as I go. The Apexes I love. I'm not trying to find something to replace them, but you guys know, like I said, I'm sponsored by Team Optimize. Gank Multi Rotors is all part of that. So him and Dan. So why not run the frames, man? Show some love. And like I said, I'll give you guys feedback. And if you guys ain't into it, don't know nothing about it, be something to bring to the table. I'm gonna put one on this guy's wall. He knows he's gonna have one hanging up there. He's gonna kiss one out. We're gonna get Doc to kiss V2 one.
Oh, what, a gank frame?
Yeah, so you know you're gonna buy one. Find which one. Hey, I heard the little 3-inch is indestructible. You know we got to get one of them and build them.
I've been looking at all of them. Like
We love the
I see
3
a
inch so
few
much.
3-inches. Like that hexacopter 3-inch is kind of cool.
Oh, ain't it? You should see
That's
the
like
build.
the one frame. Like there's two. I do like the mutinies because of that skull and the K mount bracket. That's just super creative.
Right?
And I'm really digging the Skyla.
See that?
It's just it has this
Frame.
beautiful webbing, and I remember when I was designing carbon fiber for the Cinewhoops, for the Alien.
Right?
I was doing the same thing. I was kind of doing the spider web, these I don't know, like floaty triangles out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely like a design I would have done.
Yeah, and so like being on live stream last Saturday with them, I learned a lot, and we talked a little bit after the show. Man, just talking to Gank, it's just like, well, Matt, the stuff, man, he puts forth in his frames are amazing. Like the customer support service and all he was telling us about. If it breaks, send him a picture. He wants to see it, how it break, you know, all that good stuff. That's good because Impulse, they can give you like, not even give you a camera plate, and then you kind of got to go through like a little mumbo jumbo to get yourself a camera plate, you know, so you can make the build. But, and I've been there, done that. That's how I know this. But yeah, it's good to have the customer support there with the frames. And I mean, obviously, let's face it, I'm not saying the frame is indestructible because we know there is no frame out there that is indestructible. But
Yeah,
I have heard one hell of a beating.
they
So,
did. It's a good, thick, solid piece bottom plate. So arms and everything are all on one piece.
and you can go to his channel. He does have a YouTube channel. You guys can go over there. Crystal will drop some links here soon. She's working on something, and you can check out. He builds it on the page. It comes with a breakdown of like the frame, because if you notice, you get a lot of frames. There is no kind of directions on how to put them
You
together.
can order with bando thicker arms. I gotta see this.
Yes, that's the one I have.
I didn't even read this part.
And he has a cross brace that connects the arms and then the chin part of the frame, and I think that goes for front and back. I don't know if that's
Is
just
that
on
for the V2 prototype?
Yes, you can buy the V1
Oh,
now.
I see that. So yeah, it's with bando arms.
Bando arms. That means.
Oh, and I see the cross brace that goes to the front of the quad too, if you get that option.
Yeah, across, right. Yep.
Now, why would you want that?
I'm just seeing it being for, like, I guess if you're going to be kind of around, like, say, the wood yard that we used to fly, the concrete. I don't see that hurting, to be honest. You ain't gonna, the weight ain't gonna do no different. But I do see that kind of like the go-kart track that we go to. I see that taking like a really hard freaking hit in the front and not.
So, this might sound like a dumb question, but are the arms variable in placement? Like, can you rock a H style or move it to an X? A wide X?
That I don't know, but I know from frame to frame they work.
Well, the only reason I'm asking this is I'm looking at where the arms go in the paper, and then I'm looking at remember how they have the cross sections where you can even put a tiny whoop board in?
Yeah.
It almost looks like the arms are the same size for that.
He said, "Where's my MD shirt at?"
I don't know. Maybe I'm just going down a rabbit hole I shouldn't be getting into. But
I'll see if I can't get you a shirt, Mike. I'll see what I can do for you. You like that green, don't you? That bright green.
I'd have to see what if I had a gank frame.
I'll let you check it out once I get it in and all that. I'll definitely let you check it out and all that because I know that you're into all that kind of stuff. You have the Mutiny 6-inch bando, Mike? Nice.
It'd probably be frowned upon if I copied it.
I like the Nemesis. Yeah, man, you can't copy it. You have to go there and get one. Come on now.
God damn it!
Show some love. I'm gonna get you spend some money now. I'm gonna keep you off that.
Man, I'm trying to
Matt, I
copy
won't
and paste
let
some
him copy it.
Apexes right now.
The only way he'll copy it, Matt, if I let him, I won't let him copy it. I'll make him buy one.
He'll keep the frames away from me. He'll be like, "No, you're not allowed to have them because I know what you'll do."
So there's the link Crystal dropped in. You guys should check it out. Check out that the Nemesis is nice too. The way the GoPro sets down in it.
It didn't set down in it as I thought it was going to set down all the way in it, and the camera was going to sit on top. But it's kind of more like semi-recessed.
Yeah, and then what you notice is your FPV camera and the GoPro lens is like really close together right there. That's what he was telling me. I'm like, yeah, dude. I like after hearing it all, I just had to get one. I'm like, I'm gonna get quite a few more. I want to try one of the little 3 inches out because we fly the Alien, and that's one thing I can tell you. The arms on that little 3-inch Alien, Mike will tell you. Night Train up in here, he told me before, if you get that thing, you better buy a bunch of arms. That thing just breaks arms terribly. Remember how I rocketed into the ground and snapped that arm?
Oh yeah, and it was like grass and everything. I broke an arm too. And I gave you a.
I never replaced it. I'm lazy. I still fly around with the broken arm. It doesn't look too bad. Earl RC in the house. Welcome, welcome, Alvin. We got Chris up in the house. Explicit FPV. How you guys doing tonight? And Ed, I saw you're way up above where it said about the subscription. They do that. I'll go to people's channel. Actually, every time I go to Birdman's, it always tells me I'm on sub from him. I'm hoping every time I click the subscribe button, it sends him a notification and says I subscribe back to him. I have like 4 of them, and they're like,
"Hey, Birdman, what's up? How you doing?"
They keep on subbing and subbing. They're cray. But yeah, like I said, trying to get back into the YouTube thing, but do good FPV in the house.
Shit, trying to get back into it. You've been back into it. You've been hot and heavy for the last 2-3 weeks.
About a month now. I look back on it. Yeah, I'm trying to do the video every day and trying to just get, I don't know. I want to.
Hold up. There's X-Max in the chat. We need to have a discussion.
Uh-oh.
Earl better not have gotten an X-Max before me.
Alvin's big into the RC game. I'm rocking the new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, Chris says. Nice.
Because I got to upgrade.
You got to upgrade, or you going to get an upgrade?
Well, I'm getting an upgrade sooner or later. I'm getting myself an X-Max.
Oh.
Marcel says I unsubscribed just so I could resubscribe and notify him I'm still here.
Yeah, YouTube's been tripping. So yeah, when you get that, and when you get the X-Max, they just tell me to bring batteries, because that's all I'm gonna bring. I'm running your Max at that point. That thing's
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
You guys don't know. Like I have told like multiple people about this. This guy, he destroys that freaking Max. And when I say destroyed, now he doesn't break shit. He just literally hammers it. Like he doesn't care. He just drives it. The video with the little tires on it, we took off my infraction and put on it. If you guys don't know what these electronics on these cars do these days, they get like a fucking egg. And he was out there just hammering that thing. That little bit of
nothing at all wrong with that Stampede.
That was probably the softest day I put on that truck.
Dude, the little battle bot spin you did, he just did that, like, I mean, up and down, all the way up and down the driveway. Like, I showed you barely a little bit of it.
That was definitely the softest day for that Max, though. And I just built a ramp for it. Literally, after work, I built that ramp out of scrap wood.
As soon as he showed me that ramp, I said, "You're gonna break something." He come back and said, "Just did." I was like, "Yeah, knew that."
Yeah, I finally did break something, but it was a $7 part, and I'm trying to find it. Oh yeah, it was the end of the little thing that goes onto the wheel.
I watched him at a skate park one day jump this thing, dude. I'm telling you, it was up there. We had a guy in the truck, and we're thinking, the kid was out there with a skateboard. He's in the truck with his dad at this point. We're thinking, oh shit, he's going around, bitching to dad. These guys are going to run me over with the truck. Shit, dad comes out there. It's like, what y'all got there? How much it costs? Doc, take that thing, woof! I'm telling you, when he jumps out of a skateboard boat and almost touches the trees out there, that's saying something. And then
Yeah,
they
I
would
was.
tumble around and get right back on. Him and Russell, they went out that day. Russell had the armor Creighton, and Doc had it. And I think when they both left, they actually broke something. They just run them trucks till they failed that day. And
So I didn't literally walk out of there breaking break, but it was all had to be replaced. The wheelie bar cracked.
that's how
The
Russell was
two
for us.
differential housings cracked on the bottom. I had to replace both of those. The front bumper cracked. Just like a lot of stuff was cracked, but the truck was still driving like normal.
It was that thing. I'm telling you, if I was to go buy a 110 RC truck, it would be the max all day long. And at $500, that is a big price tag. But you're gonna go out and put 300 into one, because the Rustler, like we got the Rustler, I think you get the Rustler for about 300. That thing, it's right there side by side with the Max, but nowhere near as tough.
Well,
with all that metal on there and all
like
that.
Birdman said, Doc, you better watch out because if you keep that shit up, the FAA is gonna be after you.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, man, you're starting to make RC cars fly. We gotta like
Yeah,
put
no,
this shit
can't do
down.
that.
We got here at the tree at my house and just hit the tree. And I'll tell you, the first time I've ever saw this was Baduga. He's standing at the end of his drive. If y'all know Baduga, knows his videos. He's got a fence at the end where there's a shop right there. He took that freaking truck one day and just come down and ran it up the fence. Woo! It just jumped completely. Come from back, landed on the wheels. I don't know. It's the first time I've ever seen that shit, and I was just like, oh, look at that. So then out here, we just go up the trees. The trees come right down to the ground like this. So we just go boom and launch them freaking cars off the tree and twist them. Wakey RC in the house. Welcome, welcome. But it's fun, the cars. So I know I'm more of the drone addict, but when it comes to the cars, I do kind of have fun with them too.
There's just nothing better than going out and just because like literally when I take my Max out, that thing is shaking when it's coming out because it knows I'm gonna hurt it.
Yes, I love it.
It knows I'm just gonna full trigger tree.
Tim was
See if
just
this
talking
breaks.
about. Tim said he might pick one up to have on the truck just for the bash around and have some fun. I was like, I was telling Squish about it, Holy Squish too, dude. Like, man, get that, dude. And Chuck and them, try to tell Chuck because, man, them guys on that truck, like, it's not, the flying's not always there for him. Like Chuck said, he's always somewhere where he could just throw a ground pounder down and just bash around. I'm like, they're fun, man, because a lot of people, they try to draw the line between the drones and the RC cars, like, either side. But I like mix them in. It's fun when you do both, and then have someone kind of like drive the RC like me. Like, look, I'm strapped to Doc's truck somehow where I don't just fall off. Right now, I'm armed. And he's just out there ripping around. All of a sudden, I just punch the quad and take off from the truck. Would that be cool or not?
If I had the X Max, we definitely could.
Well, you're getting it.
And
so.
I'm hoping to get it
Magnets?
before like right now. I'm aiming for the X Max by the end of February.
I'm thinking you think the end of October. Because it's the
No,
first of the day. So.
no, I don't. I'm not that rich. I'm not Mr. Moneybags here.
Yeah, he just put some money in scuba gear. So.
Yeah, that's where half the Max just went.
Hey, you can pay for that Max. All you gotta do is dive places and find stuff and lures and everything.
Shit.
There's
If I know there's not there has to be a drone in the water that we know for a fact for I'm going swimming. This water is so nasty and cold.
He said this is not Florida.
I have to know there's treasure in the water before I start looking for it.
This is not Florida. Nice, warm, clear, beautiful
No,
water.
I can't enjoy this water. It's not like I can go like, man, I'm gonna go scuba diving for the weekend and look at manatees or something. No, it's like I'm gonna go scuba diving this weekend and be miserable seeing nothing.
So you go down there and start pulling treasure out and getting all happy.
Oh yeah.
This guy. Man, you might have some drones around, some phantoms. You might hang some rusted phantoms on the wall.
That's
Sport
not his
Max.
style.
Look, you got Doc's attention. Sport Max.
Yeah, like what is that? Is
That's
it just
gonna
like
be a two-stroker if I ain't crazy. Or not, I
Oh.
say two-stroker, but nitro. They used to have back when I
Oh.
was into the nitro stampede. They had the Max.
Yeah, that was the
massive.
nitro, and it had the twin shock towers.
Yes, huge ass truck. Appreciate you, amigo.
See ya.
Smash that like button. I appreciate y'all. So, I guess that's all we're talking about on drones. We think we covered everything. I think.
We've talked about the
Reaper
four
in the
propeller
house.
drones. We've talked about the four-wheeled drones.
The frames got a.
Yep. We didn't touch the Apex Cinewhoop any. Did you want to kind of attack that a little bit? If you
Yeah,
might
you
get
can
that
talk-
or not?
Yeah, you can talk about that. I'm cool with that.
I don't know, like what to really talk about. I don't have it in my hands, and you'd probably be the only one willing to buy it out of all of us.
I would
No?
before. I
would
probably
before.
would before, yeah.
Before what?
Before other things changed, I probably would have
What changed?
come across some house, man. Got enough impulse, what I'm saying.
Oh, you're talking about Gank. Does
I
Gank
did.
have a dedicated Cinewhoop? I didn't look.
No, I don't think I sent a whip yet.
Huh, I'm surprised about that.
Did he? I don't think he had a sent a whip.
Am I going crazy?
May have. I might be crazy.
So I have a Cinewhoop, but they don't yet.
Yours was cool though. You should have cut that and made it. I mean, I know we were supposed to do that, but it was like $80 for the frame, which is about average, I guess.
It'd be damn near not worth it though, because you still have to salvage an alien frame for it.
Well, aliens are around. I mean, like pals.
Shit, I can't even get my hands on a 6-inch alien right now. Oh, anybody's willing to sell a 6-inch alien, I'll buy it off of you. The body, I don't care about arms. Just I want a 6-inch alien body.
He's cracking open a cool dude soon. Uh-oh. Mike's funny when he does his Birdman does the videos and
OG Green, baby, OG Green.
he'll open up his freezer.
I got so confused when Crystal started saying OG Green.
Uh-oh.
They know.
He's waiting for you to say Kush, probably. I'm thinking about I hear you, Reaper. Do it. Paducah was just telling me about that Mob Late 7. Said that thing is nice for 1S whoop. And exactly what he said. Put a different canopy on it because of the canopy on it would break.
What type of canopy was it? Was it the little one that's like just holding the camera, or the dome?
If it's whole. Let's see, what was the movie? Do I remember? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if it was like the Beta, the Mobula one. I don't know if the Mob Light's the same as the Mobula that was out, but I'm sure it's going to be something similar. I know the canopy onto it breaks kind of similar or real easy or something like that. They said fly 10 minutes. Yeah, probably get a good 10 minutes out of that.
Really? Like on one pack? On a whoop?
Yeah, dude, they're like really good.
1S or 2S? It has to be 2S.
It's 1S.
No way.
I believe it's 1S.
Bullshit.
It is the Mob.
I don't believe it. Fucking, it's a lie.
Hey, you got the old busted up. What do you think? I ain't gonna say it. Never mind. I'm a change. It ain't busted. I'm kidding. Because Birdman, as soon as I say silverware, he's gonna be like all over it.
Oh, don't be hating on that thing.
I thought it was a 1S whoop, and it cost about $80-some.
Hey, silverware is.
Look it up.
No, they're telling you.
Oh, okay. I thought you looked up. I'm gonna see a picture. You can mount where the box is. Okay, so just print them out for it. I got you.
Hey, but like for anyone who wants to know about silverware, Betaflight silverware, it is literally $16 for the FC, and it's an all-in-one
and
FC.
yours does fly really damn good. I'm only beating it up just to beat you up, but
yeah, but like
damn good. He's got that thing on lock.
It was $16. Like, I can't even complain about that. It's literally, I built the quad for less than $50.
This
I want to say no. And I'm not dissing Arma by any means. I'm just, compared to Traxxas, Arma's heavily metalled, so it bends a lot more.
it's a 1S brushless. Yeah, okay, I got it. And everything.
Oh, okay.
It's a pusher too. See, I'm gonna probably upset a lot of Arma owners in here if you own Armas.
Oh Lord.
We have the Creighton and the I forget the little freaking drag one I have.
The Infraction?
Infraction, thank you.
I'm glad I know your car's better than you do.
Well, I'm trying to think because I'm stuck between. I'm wanting to say not all Traxxas, so you have to have like a category of what Traxxas because the Max versus the Creighton on Bastion. Now you gotta give it A scale. You gotta think the Creighton is the A scale, so it's a much heavier truck on Bastion. But the Traxxas has broken way less than what the Creighton has done when we went out on Bastion things.
And a lot cheaper when I do break things.
It's not too bad for the Arma stuff.
How much is a dog bone for your axle?
That much I can't answer off the top of my head.
Oh, because this piece replacing this guy, and I get the full front of the assembly that goes in the wheel, $7.
Yeah, Traxxas, you can't beat them on their parts. That's
$7.
the thing. Now, if you wanted to put, say, the Rustler against the Traxxas, I can't say that honestly because we beefed up the Rustler and it has a lot of metal.
Your Rustler is so metalled out, you can't compare it anymore. It's just its own creature.
So even stock, I don't see it being as tough as the Max. That's where I'm at.
Oh, well, so like with the with Traxxas, I will say Traxxas has like a division of toy grade to hobby grade. And the Rustler is here.
It's borderline, yes, exactly what I was looking for, right? And then from there up, you get to the Max, then you're getting like the real, exactly. So that's where I'm at. So whatever, you got to take the grade of them now. Now, when it comes the Arma, and then just seeing the way they put things together, they just, yes, they're good on certain areas, but that whole Spectrum, Firma, ESC in that thing now was kind of probably half and half with it on about feeling it from the Traxxas. So yeah, you got to think the price point of the Traxxas parts cheaper. It just really, like, honestly, when it comes up to the Max, I'd get that versus the Arma for sure. Like the Arma Creighton, but then if you take the 110 Creighton, it might be a different story because you're talking a lot heavier truck.
Well, that's actually the one I'm comparing about. So, you know, there's the 8S Creighton.
Yep.
And then there's the X-Max, the X-Max. When even compared to those, just a stock Creighton versus a stock Max, and I was watching that one British RC dude, they were taking both and jumping them off the same thing. The Creighton ended up bending the shock shafts. That's the only thing it broke.
Right.
Where the Max just didn't give a shit. Now, there was one time where the Max broke something where the Arma did it.
You gotta say Kevin Talbot, man. Come on, you just can't say.
I couldn't think of his name. I have no idea.
But yeah, so no, if you hands down the X-Max against the Creighton, I'm gonna say the X-Max gonna win all day.
Well, I'm talking about the 8S Creighton, which is a 5th scale.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that thing, right? And like I saw the bashing of it and all that. I think where I'm at is the money that they ask for their stuff. They're just not putting in the quality work that you think. Like they're putting a lot of plastic in it, if that makes sense. And I know they say that's better for it, but when they're running their screws in that plastic and it's just stripped out, when you get it and just already turn the screw and it's already stripped out in the plastic, that tells you it's going to fail as soon as you start to drive. It's going to fall out.
Well, that's one thing I noticed Traxxas does differently than Arma is a whole Traxxas car is plastic, damn near all. But
Yeah,
the difference is the threading that they use for those screws to screw into that plastic. It's wood screws. I would outright say they look like wood screws.
it does look like
It's a
wood. The big
thick,
long thread.
coarse thread. And that's why they never, knock on wood, have
Yeah, too much
never stripped
wood.
out for me.
But yeah, it's fun to get into them, kind of like that. So now I'm more or less into the RC stuff, the cars, the dirt bikes, the drones. It's fun to mix it all up. One day I'll just have to do a collaboration and put the video all together. Have Doc down at the track chasing us or something. Get everything set up like that. That'll be fun. Good old Losi LST, yes.
Losi. Yeah, no, Losi is more of a racing. They do a lot of race stuff. I think they do have a handful of crawlers.
Yeah, I got the Losi Triple XT.
Yeah.
Doc's gonna CAD me a arm or whatever that is for the front of it.
Yeah, I got it sitting on my bed.
But dude, if someone has one of them sitting around, I would pay you dearly for it.
And I'm a team associated person. That's my team associated 4-wheel drive carpet racing buggy,
Losi.
which I'm probably going to take out in a couple weeks.
Are you gonna go up and race it? Nice.
Yeah, well, we're going up to Six Flags in October, and I was probably going to pop up there and race too.
Gotcha.
It's starting to get cold, and it's nice and warm in there.
Marcel says silverware is for the kitchen, not for drones.
Oh my god. They talking about that Beta Flight Silver Flight or whatever, or Beta Silverware.
Dude, what is that tower? Oh, this is the PC. You seeing all the fans? I'm like LED junkie. I like the RGB. Chicken there for you? RC10, yeah, they were badass. I remember a lot of people talking about them. Still, yeah, no, Alvin, you got quite the collection. Shoot, all y'all with the RC cars. I remember Homie. A lot of people had friggin' a lot of RC cars. I had a couple of them and never just. I got more into them when Doc. I guess we got together.
Yeah, so I'm looking definitely X-Max is my next big purchase.
Nice.
And then I might be looking at an Arma Limitless.
Limitless, yes.
The Limitless is just so affordable for a rolling chassis. And what you're getting out of it.
And then you put, then you put your own stuff into it too. And you figure, you get a nice setup. But that's what I run on my Infraction is the Limitless wheels because they're the solid wheels instead of the 5-star. They don't flex as much. I did see a big difference in them when I ran them on there that first time.
Yeah, and what I would do with my Limitless if I got it is I'd just rip off the front bumper and the spoiler and just have it as a bashing car.
On the Limitless?
Hell yeah, I'd get rid of that front spoiler. I'd like set it aside just so I don't beat it up because you're going to rip it off if you do.
Well, it's because you're made to run fast on the road, not be a basher.
Well, I'm not making it a speed runner.
You just want something to hammer its way through shit. It's fast.
Yeah,
when you set them up.
I just want a fancy looking street basher. Because that'll be really the one car I'm missing would be a street basher.
I ain't get my Legend up and going. Put something. I got a motor and ESC around here. It's sitting right here, the blue one.
Mine runs it. I just need to pop the receiver back in it because receivers are expensive.
Gotta find somewhere to throw some carpet down. Take some whoops, chase them. I'd be down. So you have some news? Do you have some news?
I was supposed to do that?
I hope you're supposed to do that.
Shit.
We're interrupting your lunch.
Yeah, actually you are.
Actually you are. LED everything, I hear you. So this has it has the fans in the top, the LEDs. It's got 2 of them up top there, 3 in the front. The part that you see here That's the hard drive thing. Then a little further back, so I could just show you guys, make it easier.
So the two glowing strips in the middle are the RAM cards, and the thing all the way to the top left is the back fan that's sucking in.
Yeah.
And then the thing in the middle was the cooler because that thing's has a radiator all in one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that was the actual little pump that was
It's
sitting on the
dusty right now.
motherboard.
It's kind of dirty. You gotta
Sitting on the processor.
get the vacuum and suck it out. But yeah, me and my son built that, Russell. It's nice for streaming. You can game if you want, but I don't do no gaming. Editing, it's super fast and all that good stuff.
And my rig is built into my computer desk, so you can't see it. And then the other rig's kind of just it looks fancy, but
Paul, they thought it
not
was his
much to it.
eyes. No, Paul, not your eyes. See, you can calm down now and relax. Your eyes are all good. It's definitely some LEDs. Nobody spiked your drink with acid or anything. I love the LEDs. Sorry, guys, we have some news going on. I feel my neck over here burning. Which I come up with one of the articles today, so it made me feel good. Yes, Alvin has went through a bunch of stuff. Good to see him in here, and he made his way out of that stuff. Well, I don't know if he made it that way as Alvin, but at least he looks like he's finding balance.
You pop the chair.
We'll pop the chair when we get the chair raised. I'll hold it for you on them trust things.
No.
She said, no. I'm going to steal your do. Do with Bergen.
News!
With Greg. So, guys, intro news tonight. A world first.
Make your screen bigger, Crystal.
Nah.
Damn it. Well, better.
A world first. Ocean drone captures video from inside a hurricane. Sail Drone Inc. and the NOAA have released the first video footage gathered by an uncrewed surface vehicle. Yes, not a UAV, but a USV from inside a major hurricane barreling across the Atlantic Ocean. The Sail Drone Explorer SD-1045 was directed into the midst of Hurricane Sam, a Category 4 hurricane, which is currently on a path that fortunately will miss the U.S. East Coast. SD-1045 is battling 50-foot waves and winds of over 120 miles per hour to collect critical scientific data, and in the process is giving us a completely new view of one of the Earth's most destructive forces. Equipped with a specially designed hurricane wing, enabling it to operate in extreme wind conditions, SD-1045 is braving Hurricane Sam in the open ocean, collecting real-time observations for the numerical hurricane prediction models, which are expected to yield new insights into how large and destructive tropical cyclones can grow and intensify. SD-1045 is one of 5 hurricane sail drones that have been operating in the Atlantic Ocean during hurricane season, gathering data around the clock to help understand the physical processes of hurricanes. This knowledge is critical to improving storm forecasting, and it's expected to reduce loss of human life by allowing better preparedness in coastal communities. Sail Drone is going where no research vessel has ever ventured, sailing right into that eye of the hurricane, gathering data that will transform our understanding of these powerful storms. After conquering the Arctic and Southeastern Ocean, hurricanes were the last frontier for sail drone survivability. We are proud to have engineered a vehicle capable of operating in the most extreme weather conditions on Earth. Sail Drone provides data directly to NOAA's Pacific Marine Environmental Laboratory and Atlantic Oceanographic and Meteorological Laboratory, Saildrone's partners in this mission. Using data collected by Saildrones, we expect to improve the forecast models that predict rapid intensification of hurricanes. Rapid intensification when hurricane winds strengthen in a matter of hours is a very serious threat to coastal communities. New data from Saildrones and other uncrewed systems that NOAA is using will help us to better predict the forces that drive hurricanes so we are able to warn communities better and faster in the future. I know that will be a good thing for all of our island friends, as well as our friends in Florida, New Orleans area, and Texas as well. And in other news, for the last 5 years, the FDNY has been using drones to improve its response time and accuracy, and most importantly, saving lives. CBS2's Natalie Duddridge get a behind-the-scenes look at how this technology is transforming firefighting. Joe Cruz and Angelica Chomsky are drone pilots with the Fire Department of New York Command Tactical Unit. Their job is to assist the firefighters from the air. The drone is providing a monitor of everything that is happening real time. See how that firefighter is going up the ladder? I have a visual on him where the command post can now visually see him without having to be right there. We also got a look at fire simulation at the Fire Department New York Training Academy on Randall's Island. The drones record and stream live back to the commander on the ground, which helps determine where to send crews and resources immediately. Recently, we had a fire in a junkyard, and it was taking some time in order for this fire to go out. They had put multiple tower ladders set up, putting out a lot of water and a lot of time into this. So, the team decided it was time to launch that infrared camera. Once we got that drone up, using the thermal imaging, we were able to tell where the fire was not, where the smoke was coming out of. It was actually burning below a few cars, a few rows over. They were able to put it out much faster by actually finding out where it was actually coming from.
That was cool.
The drone team also responds to building collapses, train and crane accidents, water rescues, and incidences involving hazardous materials. We were able to put the drone into positions where we may not be able to put a human being. Before the drone is launched, there is a checklist that the team must follow. They contact air traffic control to let them know how high and where the drone is flying. Because flying drones in New York City is illegal for the most part. Their airspace is some of the busiest in the world. It's also some of the most restricted. But this drone program was born out of the September 11th attacks and evolved to give first responders more accurate and immediate information. On a whole, the use of drones or UAS, unmanned aerial systems, is something that's being adapted nationwide, worldwide. It's not here to take people's jobs away. It's here to help them and make their jobs safer. We've been saying that for how long now, guys? Drones are here. You might as well actually embrace them because they're not going anywhere. They are a part of the future. Speaking about the future, what's next? A drone station on every corner? City landscapes could one day be dotted with automatic drone landing pads, like the one that Matternet, which makes drones and equipment for drone logistics networks, debuted Thursday in Switzerland. Guys, is it our future?
It's hard because it's backwards.
Yeah, you've got the camera tilted different this time. Your own drone launching station on every corner?
I just do what I normally do.
Why does it matter? Urban drone operations could radically change on-demand and last-mile deliveries by making it faster, cheaper, or more sustainable to transport packages. Their futuristic pod could one day enable automated package deliveries with minimal human involvement. Who knows? Maybe one day it'll be a recharging station. Who's driving this news? Matternet, based in Mountain View, California, announced the deployment of its first fully automated drone station at a hospital in Switzerland, where its autonomous aircraft have been flying now for 4 years. Until now, human operators have been responsible for loading the packages into the aircraft, ensuring the drone has a fully charged battery, and then managing its takeoff and landing. Now, following a trial period, their 10-foot tall tulip-shaped station is going to replace those human operators. The whole idea is to co-locate with our customer. So it can't be ugly. So they made a 10-foot tall flower pot. How it works? Well, in one scenario, the hospital worker loads the patient's blood sample into a box with a designated QR code on the side. That employee then walks outside to the drone station, scans his or her badge, and a tray emerges from an automated door. The employee then places the box containing the blood sample onto the tray, shuts the door. Inside, a robot scans the box, loads it onto the drone, along with a fresh battery, if needed. Like I said, charging stations coming soon, at least in Switzerland. Automatically, the tulip petals open and the drone rises on a pre-planned route to a nearby lab. At that lab, another station opens its petals to reveal a drone landing pad. The aircraft recognizes its beacon technology and automatically descends into the flower, which closes its petal once again. The lab worker then scans the barcode to retrieve the samples. But this technology is not quite ready for the US.
Uh-oh.
Because, of course, regulators still don't allow drones to fly beyond operators' visual line of sight. But Matternet, which is running several FAA-sanctioned pilot programs with UPS, expects FAA certification for its aircraft soon. Does that mean we might be getting 10-foot tall flower pods? Possibly. I don't know about sending it to the wrong country, homie Paul, but
I've had mine stuck in 10-foot flower pots. 10 feet's pretty tall.
I know about your tree episodes. I don't know about no damn flower pods around here. But guys,
Ain't that what a tree is?
not necessarily. Not like this. I mean, hey, to each their own. It might fit in certain places, but I can't see those everywhere. But until we get our own 10-foot tall recharging stations, because that's more or less what they're going to be used for here, instead of delivery things, which is still quite a ways out for us. Get out there and enjoy our hobby. Fly your drones. If Mother Nature doesn't want to cooperate, break out the little guys. Fly inside. Tell your partners, chill, go shopping, go watch a movie, pop a hoodie on.
No hoodies.
Batteries only last for a very, very short period of time. Even the longest one that we were talking about earlier right now is only like 10 minutes. You can deal with it for 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
It's not 10 hours. If I personally could be in a car for over 10 hours with this guy, that guy, and that e-drone guy, I'd survive and still laugh about it.
If we can survive, what? The
Yo,
last
we'll be
hour of her
okay.
driving,
Hey, yeah, that's right. I drove, so it's all right.
we did good.
Yeah, everybody survived, and that's all that matters. Get out there,
Yeah, bring that in.
enjoy our hobby. I don't know what's wrong with your mic because I can't hear you at all.
Oh, I'm sorry, I had it flipped up.
There you go.
I was
You're
talking so much bullshit.
Yeah, I know. You're over there mouthing
Terrible.
things, and I'm like,
Oh well, I was muted. It's whatever. I don't even
I
remember what I
didn't
said now.
mute you. I didn't mute you.
No, I muted myself.
Oh.
He knew he
Only
didn't
as
do it.
old as the woman you feel. Well, there's a new saying
Exactly,
for you.
homie.
Careful with some of
Age is
those
just a
women you
number.
feel. Some of them might be a little spry, and you might get a little swat.
Or they might have wieners. At this point, I just don't trust
Especially
anything.
Where homies at. Them women take your head off.
I'm
quick
just
because
saying,
fuck,
like, you
better be a
can't trust
turtle.
these women
Better be a
today.
turtle.
Waiters.
Yeah.
I ain't even going there. And on that note, until next time, guys, watch out for the women and waiters. Remember, you're only as old as the woman you feel. Enjoy our hobby. Get out there. Send it. Until next time, remember, we
Peace.
love y'all.
Bye.
Chicken grease.